Okay, so let me show you guys this. These are prop firm accounts, and I got like 6 of these from Apex. I used Jenny's code 6FTC and got 6 of them. So you see I'm up, and this was just within the last 24 hours. I'm up 1588.48. This trade right here, I just took it. I closed it out. I took my money early. This was a break right here. You can see the entry is right here. So this was a break of the downward, which DM equals downtrend. That's what that means, down. And then it says a channel buy from this downtrend. So it wasn't a downtrend, and I got the breakout of the channel buy. I got my entry. Your stop goes here. And the take profit was up here, but and they came out and did it twice. That's why you see 2 entries. The other take profit's probably up there somewhere. But I did 2 contracts on YM. Did about $350, $400, and so I just took my money. So I didn't record when I closed because I just want to quickly take my money. I ain't worried about missing money for a video, which by the way, I also today passed a prop firm challenge on one of my other accounts, taking the same exact trade. But as you can see, basically right here, I'm only taking buys. I'm only taking buys. Okay, only taking buys. So when this one came out right here, this one was to buy. You can see the stop was right here, and this goes up. If it's breaking to a downward trend, which what's happening here, this entry right here showed, hey, here's a downward. You would have put your stop right here. Take profit would have been right there. Which, let me bring this down so you guys can kind of see it, the difference. Okay, because it's just looking for opportunities on channel breaks. Okay, but this is where you really got to pay attention, because this is telling you which ones you should prefer. Now, can you make money on both? Well, yeah, of course you can. Yeah, definite. So for an example, if I would have took this one to the downside, and let's imagine this is not here because this belongs to the uptrend. Okay, so let's just imagine that this is your entry. Here's your target. Here's your stop. When this one broke out of the upward trend, you see the green line when it closed. So once you close out, yeah, you can scalp it real quick for a couple of $100 if you're using a micro. Yeah, go ahead. You don't have to go to target. So did this make money? Yeah, I did. See, yeah, I did. As soon as it comes in. All right. So right here, it told you. Right here to get in. That's where it told you right there. It said get in right there. Did you make money? Yep. Did it go all the way to target? No. Why? Because the market is strong. But did you make money? Yeah, you can. So no problem. Make the money. Go ahead, take the trade if you want. Scalp it. But just know I'm not sitting in it because why? The market is super strong. So I didn't take this one. But what I did do is take this one when it broke back from the downtrend. See this red line? Okay, let me show you. Okay, see the red line? This is the downtrend. You see this? Okay, so you have this green, which is your uptrend. You have this red, which is your downtrend. So when it broke back to the upside, which is right here, it said get in right here. I got in right here, and I used 2 micros on YM, and price action when it hit right here, that's when I just took my money because I already know it's towards the end of the New York session. Is noontime Eastern, and I already know London is closed. Oh, sorry, I'm stretching. London is closed, and so therefore there's volume is about to dry up. So I just took the last trade of the day. I'm not taking any more trades, even if I have that alerts coming out. I'm not going to take it. In fact, I'll probably pause all my alerts. I don't want to hear them because then I'll get greedy and be able to get back in. So I'll pause them. I'm done for today. Once it hits around 12 o'clock, noon Eastern Standard Time, I'm already done. I don't want to keep tracking. I don't want to do that. So anyway, long story short, that's that. I could have held to target, but what's the point of being greedy? I made enough for today. You guys clearly seen my profits, and this is across 6 accounts. Okay, 6 accounts. So, and then my other 7th one that I had already passed today, because I only had to make 3K, and I did that. So, not a bad day using this metrics. I love it. 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 So again, you can use it in both directions, but I chose to use it in this direction. And do I have to hold all the way to target? Heck no. I keep telling you, man, I'm not a greedy man. When I make enough, man, I'm out. I am out. If I see you hesitating too long, I'm out. Let me go ahead and take 200-300. I'm good. All right, let me show you guys one last thing. Why am I always saying that? Because if you did $200 a day times 5 days a week, that's $1,000 times 4 weeks. Then you just made $4,000. Now I have 6 accounts, 6 of these Apexes right here alone. Times that by 6, and that gives me what? $24,000 a month of income. So again, I don't need to be greedy. It's a blessing that I made $1,500 today, but that was because the setups were just so gorgeous. But do I need to do that? No, I don't. I'm not looking to do that every day. I'm really not. I'll be happy with 400. Let's do 400 times 5 days a week. That's $2,000 a week times 4 weeks. That gives me 8,000 times 6 accounts. That gives me, woo, God, oh, you see what I'm saying? You don't need a lot. You don't need a lot. So for an example, what if you have a very, very small account, let's just say you do $50 a day. 50 times 5 days a week equals $250 a week times 4 weeks. That's $1,000 times 5 accounts. That's still $5,000. That's still more than many people's jobs. So even at $50 a day, see, at $50 a day times 5 days a week. So what if I don't make the 50 on the first trade? Take a couple of them. You're going to get plenty of alerts if if you choose to trade a few pairs, it's going to send you several alerts throughout the day, because it's constantly, these channels are on the constant move looking for where's the recent trend, where's the best trend, where's the trend setup. So you can set it on the 5-minute, 15-minute, whatever you want, but it's going to constantly be, these trend lines are going to constantly be adjusting. Okay, constantly. They're always on the move. They're constantly looking, okay, where's the best setups happening at? Okay, and when that happens, that's when you're going to get these alerts. Okay, so it's totally up to you what you want to do, but I'm just saying that's where the good news is. So for an example, we're looking at a setup right now. Price action has closed above the red channel, see DN, the downward channel. Okay, so it's telling you right here, here's an opportunity. You see, here's the entry. This tells you want to look for buys, so longs. You can see the take profit is right here. You will put your stop loss right there. So simple, simple, simple stuff. Don't make it too complicated. All right, don't make it too complicated. Now, here was another opportunity when it was on the downward. But again, you see it didn't go all the way down. Here was to take profit because it did break outside of the green channel. But is this a setup I'm looking for? No. Why? Because the dashboard is telling me the market is very strong. So therefore, I would only be taking these going to the upside. So as it's breaking out of the downward channel, you can see this red line right here, the downward channel line. As it's breaking out right here, we have literally are looking at an entry. Your stop loss will be right there. Your take profit will be placed right there. Can you get out anytime you want? Yes, you can, or you can trail your stop loss. So we're looking at the market, and look, it's moving right here. You can literally see it moving, literally. Okay, price action is moving right here. This is YM. So do I want to take this trade? Absolutely not. It's too late in the day. The volume is gone. So I like only trading when there's high volume, late in the Asian Sydney session overlap is when if I do take Asian session trades, which I have another strategy for that one for Asian session. But if I were to take this, yeah, it would have to be when there's enough volume to push it. Personally, but you can take it at any time. You can hold it if you want to hold it, whatever. The only reason I say that is because with prop firms, they require you to close your trades by 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So therefore, I don't get the ability to hold it overnight. If I did, then I'll be taking this trade and just wait until tomorrow and wait for it to push. Okay, but I've done enough for today. It's all good. But so you kind of see what's going on. So these trend lines are going to constantly be on the move, looking for opportunities. I just want to stay with the metrics. This is telling me look for the longs. So if this was earlier in the New York session, heck yeah. And you see it's going up. You see it's moving. It's very slow, but it's moving. Why? Because this is where most of the money. Where's the banks and institutions trading? To the upside. So where do you want to trade? To the upside, right? So the trade that I took earlier, that's why I won. I was trading along with the institutions. That's all I did. Okay. The entry was right here. Made a couple of hundred, and see if I would have held, it would still be going. You can see it right now. I would still be going. But again, I did enough. I did enough for today. But that's what happened. Okay, so when it was to see, and you don't see the downtrend no more because it's the downtrend is waiting its turn to say, hey, is there any other opportunity for me to mark it up for you? No, there's not. Right now, it's only uptrend, and you can see, man, I could have gotten this trade, and I still would have won off that 5 minute because you can see it from the 2 minute, it's still moving, and I could have held it to target, but again, didn't want to be greedy. So that's that. Anyway, y'all get it. Y'all get it. By the way, these trend lines, they're pre-built in. You can adjust them however you want. You do what you want with these. In here, you can see these are the, where are you? Right here. These are the trend lines. So you can enable it for confluence, which means agreement with price action. This is to show agreement. Where's the 200 and 100? You can change these to whatever number you want. You can turn them on and off by simply checking or unchecking this box right here. And once you uncheck the box, as you can see, it went away. I like them on there to show confluence. There are other things in here that you guys can work on. There's plenty to play with. If you want the dashboard to be off, you can just click this button to turn it off if you're using the mobile. And you say it's too cluttery, and turn it off. But if you're on the desktop, I would advise you to do it. Even if you're on your mobile, I would have this on first just to confirm, and then you can take it off. Okay. So there's plenty of different opportunities to play with this thing and adjust it the way you like, the colors, palette, and all that kind of stuff. But this is just so beautiful, man. This is just so simple, so beautiful, so simple. And by the way, one last thing, you see this says uptrend, okay, up trend. So that means when the trend earlier was heading upwards and it got a break to the downside, which this is what it is. See this green? It was an uptrend, and it's showing you that the uptrend channel is now showing a break for a sale. If it's in a downtrend, which means this originally was a downtrend, now it's showing a channel buy opportunity. So it's showing that. So it's showing where it was at first. It was in a downtrend, but now it broke out of that and heading up, or it was in the uptrend and is breaking down to the downside. So again, that's what those mean. Okay, it's showing you that the market is heading into contrast. So for an example, see, this was a downtrend. The market was in a downtrend, and now it's a channel buy because it's breaking out of the downtrend. See that? Okay. And this was an uptrend, as you can see with the green line, and therefore there was a channel break of it for a sell opportunity, which, by the way, from here you can see here was that entry. Bing. Take profit got hit on the 15 minute. Okay. All right. That's enough.